Hello my dear darlings, my dear subscribers and guests of the channel. Thank you for joining us today in this video. And today in my studio I have a special guest. It is famous psychologist Karina. Hello Karina.
Hello Ira, nice to meet you everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share my knowledge. And today we are going to speak about...
I want to hear from the psychologist opinion why it is so important and how much it is important to really have self-love, develop self-love for us when we are trying to improve our health, improve ourselves, improve lifestyle and do something really great for ourselves.
Thank you so much, Irina. Thank you for your lovely video. If you haven't seen, please click on it and help Irina to promote her healthy style. She mentioned in her video about self-love. What is the self-love? It's not something what I accept myself what I am and I'm just sitting and doing nothing about that. It's not that. If you have extra kilograms, it's not that you're saying, okay, I love whatever I am, I stay this way and the whole world have to love me. It's not that. Because if you are not happy inside about yourself, it will be very difficult to love yourself with weight, without weight, with a brown hair, with a other type of hair. It does not matter. The self-love comes inside and it is a training.
So do you think it is possible like to already be born with that abilities to have a self-love?
Absolutely great question. We are born as angels. We are born self-loving creatures. And to the age of 5, we are receiving, from 3 to 5 actually, we are receiving knowledges about this life. We are receiving love of parents, we are receiving love of the world around us, and our first experiences, unfortunately sometimes not the nice ones, are affecting our future life. This is it. And I touched a bit of the subject in our first video about food we got used to love from childhood. That's why we are carving that foods. But we are born self-loving creatures, we are. But unfortunately, as I said, we learn different behaviors, and first of all from our parents. But it is our responsibility as adult people to take it in our hands today to start loving again. I love this expression, start loving yourself again.
Okay, so let's say, for example, one lady or anyone, how will she understand if she has no that kind of self-love, that she has no that kind of ability, if she's having lack of self-confidence or she's having some problem with self-esteem, how she will understand? Because some people they have never heard about self-love.
Absolutely. This is also a very good question. Thank you so much. Because we have a tendency to live our life and think, okay, everybody's facing the problem, so I also do. Everybody have some extra kgs, so I also do. So I can live with that. That's okay. But the main orientation of the main point when you can say something like, I need to go to psychologist, I need to go to diet, I need to start self-loving, will be if you are not happy inside. If you're not happy, if you feel like my life could be better, I don't know, something is happening. I think my husband is not treating me right. I think it should be different. I think I deserve some more respect. I think I can be more beautiful if I lose a few kilograms. When you feel that tiny voice inside in you, that's the first orientation for you that something is wrong. It is time maybe to start the diet, maybe to address to Irina, maybe to start some sessions of consulting. Something has to be changed in your life. And yes, first it has to be self-love. And I prepared you, do you remember we talked about that? I prepared a very interesting example about keto diet. Why it's so difficult for people to cook for themselves. Because it's actually, they don't love themselves. How can I prepare something different for myself?
So I very often I hear this question, Irina, I can't cook for myself.
Absolutely.
I have to cook for family and then I have no time to do something for myself. So I end up, and by the way, by the time I'm cooking, I'm becoming hungry and I'm looking at that food in front of me, and all this time when cooking finish, I have to feed family. So I end up eating with them. And it's happening on a daily basis. Every morning I'm promising myself, okay, today will be a new day and I'm starting to diet, but evening finishing same way. But where is the problem? Why can't we understand that, okay, everyone have their own eating style, but I have my different eating style, so I have to follow my style. Even other members of the family having their own eating style. So where is the problem?
Thank you, very good point, because another unfortunate point for me that in our society, most of all ladies are taught to give away to their families first, right? It's not a bad point, but we do it in extent of exaggeration. Just ask yourself when you go for shopping, what do you buy first? Normally, as a ladies, first we buy things for our kids, secondary for our husbands, and then something I grab for myself, sometimes not even that. And keto diet actually will make you value yourself at the point that you have to do your own shopping for yourself. And maybe for the first time in your life you will recognize that, yes, I love avocados, oh my god, and I allowed myself to buy something for myself. Special oil, special products. I will have a special application on my phone to watch my diet because I want to be beautiful for myself. This is very interesting turn where we start understanding how much we don't value ourselves. Like at the point that we don't even want to cook for ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to have another meal. Why? Why not? Why don't I prepare something what I really want to eat and I feel that it's going to help me to be more beautiful? That's a very interesting point.
It is our main responsibility to take our health, to take our well-being in our own hands.
Absolutely, I totally agree, but I love to use sayings from the Bible, but ask and you shall receive. Help, there is always here. You have your mentors.
And you have a psychologist.
Thank you. You have your friends, you have your true friends who will say, okay, I'll support your diet. I'm not going to push you to eat muffin with me today because I know you want to take this challenge. You want to look beautiful, and I want you to do that. So these are true friends, and you will separate them on the way to your self-love. But yes, first of all, it is your responsibility. And I give you a small tip today just to start your dieting easier, just to accept that first steps of self-love. You could sign a contract with yourself. It's like you are giving yourself a promise that you, as from today, are going to take care about yourself, as you are your best friend. You are going to buy your best food, which is good for your nutrition and for your figure. You are going to watch your emotions while you are eating and why you don't want to keep the diet some days. You are going to be your own help, and definitely you can rely on yourself. Definitely that's the person who is always here for you. And once you will turn that subject in this way, you will feel how much strength you have, how strong you are, how supportive you are, and how easier can be how easier could be your life when you deal with problems. It can be much, much easier. Give yourself a promise. Every morning, read this promise, just a few phrases. I promise myself to take care, and I promise myself to keep my diet, and I promise myself to be gentle to myself. Keep these words in your phone, read it as a reminder, and follow it. And start your self-love as from today. Believe me, it will bring you to very, very good results.
Thank you so much for this precious advice.
Right.
Why people are afraid of developing self-love, and why we still have this opinion that it's like very egoistic and it is a selfish to develop a self-love.
Okay, thank you for your question. Always a good question. First of all, why do we afraid to love ourselves? As easy as it is, because we know how to live without loving ourselves. We got used to this love. We know, okay, I have this life, I'm fine here. Yes, I have my extra kilograms.
It's like a comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Where we reside.
I know this world and I'm absolutely safe here. It's not really safe, but at least I know what actions I should take. Once you proclaim self-love, as I told you in the beginning of the video, you will have to change. You will have to take new actions towards yourself first of all. And that's actually a little bit scary because, as your second part of the question says, am I going to be an egoistic person? Am I going to be bad to others? No, you're not going to be bad to others and you're not going to be an egoistic person, because self-love doesn't mean, as you said, doesn't mean to be rude or to harm others. When you really love yourself, you really can't hurt others because you understand what the true love is. That's not possible. Only mentally sick people hurt others. This is what you have to understand and separate. When you love yourself, you radiate love towards yourself, to your friends, to people around you, and that's actually a very harmonious way. So I really wish everyone to be on this way. Better thoughts about yourself and about the world, and there are lots of good benefits from that.
Okay, thank you so much. So a first tip from our today discussion will be need to create a self-contract at home, to create and read it and sign it and maybe place it somewhere in a place where you can face it every day, and you need to read it every morning to remember it.
Absolutely right. Write a self-promise. You can call it contract, promise, whatever suits you. Write a few lines from your heart again, how to connect. Tap your chest, connect with your heart, and write not from the brain but from your heart with love, that you really promise yourself to take care, hold the diet and get the good results because you need that, because you want to look beautiful, because you want to push your life to another way. And as a reminder on phone, it would be really helpful. As a written piece of paper in your room would be really helpful. And do it as a self-prayer, kind of a prayer to yourself. So you can read it every morning, or you can promise yourself to do it as from night time. That's also helpful.
Wow, thank you so much for great ideas and for great suggestion. And one more last question. What happened to us when we start doing new things? We investing our time, we investing energy, but we don't see results immediately, and we like, it's so easy to get discouraged, like, oh Irina, I have done it for 1 week, I lose nothing, I did not lose weight, and contrary my weight increased, or I don't know, some family came and they say to me, oh, you will never lose weight. This is a very big problem when family starting to tell, oh, you can never lose weight. Finish, you are already destroyed, your confidence again down, you already forget your contract which you signed with yourself. How to tackle this moment? Like to not to get discouraged very fast, because we get used to instant things. Like we get used that, okay, I started, I must see results. But it's not always happening, because all of different people body is different, so reaction of the body will come in its own time. But how to tackle it psychologically, to keep on going and not to get discouraged?
Thank you so much. This is actually could be our third video because the topic is very large, and if you have, I will answer, but if you have
a few tips.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. If you have questions, particular questions, you can write in your comments and we can do a video on that.
Yeah.
So how not to lose that courage to go to your goal? First of all, you need to understand that instant things are not really real, like instant coffee.
It's not real coffee. Yeah.
It's not a real coffee. And if you look at the babies or remember yourself, like it took your time first to start walking. You start from crawling. Before you could not even move in your bed. So everything in a life has a time. Everything in a life has its own place. So, and we have to be patient to ourselves. This is again coming back to question about self-love. If you love yourself, you don't need to rush yourself to receive like minus 10 kilograms in 3 days. It's not possible. And don't jump there. Don't attract yourself, don't make yourself happy but by the goals which you never receive in your life. This is another trick of mine. We can speak about it later in another video. Put real goals.
So again we are coming back to every problems which we may face in our journey, again coming back to self-love. If you really practice that self-love, you know your self-worth, then you will have also patience to wait for your results, and you will not be like putting pressure on yourself and trying to sabotage yourself and
You will try to sabotage yourself. This is also absolutely normal process, because you have, it's kind of like old you who will try to push you back where you were. It's okay, let's stay fat, because like, oh, wise men will look at you. Oh, why is you
forget that, Karina. Why you go to her office?
Exactly.
Why you learn that diet?
You will have another voice, another tiny voice in you, or maybe very strong one, who will keep you pushing back. Like, let's go back. You don't need to be beautiful. Why? You're okay. Stay like this.
No, or
stay.
sometimes I'm already beautiful like this. I'm fine like this.
If
I'm
you're
happy
fine
with myself.
like this, so you are not going to watch this video, I'm sure. But
yeah, okay.
if you're not fine, as I told you, your orientation is to ask yourself, if you are not fine, be honest, I am not fine, I need help, I need a promise. My second tip would be that you can do it just for today. I already presented a program to Irina. It's program recorded by me. It is affirmation audio, where you can repeat after me that just for today you promise yourself to follow the keto diet. Isn't it easy to make it for one day?
Yeah.
Right? So, but in the month there are 30 days, 31 days. So you can actually day by day to take a new goal. I keep it for today. Tomorrow I keep it again and again and again and again. And that actually will make your mind to lose that scary point that, oh my God, I have to do it for life now. Do it for today and then repeat it tomorrow. That's also a very, very
wow,
interesting
that's
point.
such a good idea. So every morning I can remind myself, let me do it just for today. Let me just for today control what I'm eating and mindfully eat all my meals, understanding when I'm having emotional eating, and let it be just for today.
Let's do just for today.
Just for today.
Just for today, let's do the gift to your subscribers. Those who put like and share, we can give a gift. I'm and Irina, we are going to give of my audio, of 20 minutes audio, which called Just for Today, and it will help you to receive your best results. What do you think?
Wow, that's great. Just for today.
Just for today, for those who will like and share your video and comment on that, right?
Okay, comments under the video, yeah.
And
fantastic.
those will receive this program, and please keep it for yourself as a great gift from both of us, and use it just for today.
That is a surprise for me, just for today. I did not expect that I will get such
Myself, I didn't expect. That's the beauty of a life.
Oh, so it just came, just for
Absolutely.
today. Thank you so much, Karina, for this and really important tips, because all of us, we need it, and sometimes it's like our some inner war inside ourselves. We are feeling that, oh, I don't need to go and see psychologist. I can manage myself. I can manage. But
you can.
Of course, yeah, everyone can. But sometimes it is nice to hear. It is nice to know the opinion and the tips from a specialist, because all of us,
Absolutely.
we know ourselves, but it was not in the cultural to go and address to someone, address to specialist, address to psychologist and say...
It's also a self-love, darling.
It's also
about
self-love. Or sometimes we are, how to say, we are shy or ashamed. How can I go to someone?
I'm not mentally sick.
Yeah, I'm not mentally sick.
It's
How
not
should
about
I go
that.
to psychologist? It's only mentally sick must go to psychologist. If I'm not mentally sick, why should I go to psychologist?
Same about diet. Sorry to, but it's just like interrupt you. Just it goes together. Why do I need to diet? I'm fine. You know, it's okay. Everybody has some belly. Everybody has some extra kilograms. I don't need to look at it. It's like, it really is not in our culture to take care about ourselves.
And it will be definitely already bringing you on that path to developing your self-love, self-esteem and self-worth. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
watching. Thank you so much, Karina, for your precious advice, and thank you so much for gift for everyone who will comment under the video. It will be very interesting audio about how to love yourself just for today.
Concerning the dieting, it's concerning dieting.
Everything.
Absolutely. So
Thank
keep
you.
well.
See you
All the
soon
best. See you soon.
in our next video. Goodbye.
Bye.